That wasn't meant to be that night because the telephone rang, and on the end of that phone, brother-in-law, Craig Tillotson, he started telling me for the next 5, 6 minutes, 7, how great thing New Skin was, how it's going to really grow. Now, go to the moon, blah, blah, blah. The whole time I'm fending him off in my mind, thinking, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to join, I'm not going to listen to this stuff. Finally, I get a word in there edgewise. And thanks for the phone call. I really appreciate you thinking about me, but I am not going to do it. And I was really definite about it. Thank goodness he wasn't a wimp, and he just came back really strong, and he said, what is your problem? And sometimes only family can speak to the family like that. That's how he was talking to me. I thought, great, he wants to know my problem. I didn't tell him. And I said, Craig, here's my issue, okay? You've already been doing this for 3 or 4 years. You're already making something like $30,000 a month. You're already so far ahead of me that even if I started today, I'd probably never catch up. I just keep pushing you higher. And I'm so competitive. That was like crazy for the rest of my life. And that's
a Dave-nek is. Jó, tehát hogyha most előadnék, akkor így beszélnék. Ez a hangerő arány, ez így megfelelő? És nagyjából igazából így szólna Dave is a hangszóróból, vagy ennél szóljon hangosabban?
Itt milyen hang jön be?
Itt, nem, ez már a közvetítés.
Tehát ez a mikrofon?
Nem. Ez a közvetítek ki mindenkinek. Ez ugyanez az adás lesz.
Honnan kapja a Nathan hangját?
And I just thought in my mind, if he does that, it's going to be painful. And that's where he just kind of cracked my brain open. And then he said the phrase that I remember most. And he said, Nathan, he said, your problem is you're in the wrong place. He's talking about the car I'm driving. He's talking about my...
1, 2, 3, tehát...
pedig honnan jön a hangja a Nathannek most? Hangja? Erővel.
I'm driving a Ferrari. Doesn't matter how fast you pedal, you will never catch me in my Ferrari. And he kind of left it at that. And I remember thinking, okay, I'll look into it. And the next day when I went to my real estate office, I'm thinking in my own mind, now, why is this thing a bicycle? What's wrong with this compared to what he's doing over there with New Skin? And what he kept saying was this. He kept saying, this is a way that you can work hard at one time. You work hard, you take a bunch of effort, and you crunch it into a 4 or 5 year time frame, and you get really serious about this, and you can...
Tehát, hogyha előadnék, akkor ilyen lenne a Dave-nek és a másik hangerőnek az aránya. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ez értető, tehát meg lehet különböztetni az angol beszédet, sőt, menjen hangosabban. És a hangszó, a számítógép, ezt lőjük be a számítógép. Tehát a számítógépen ez így megfelelő, nem zavaró? Lehet érteni, amit beszélnek? Nem nyomja el a hangomat?
It's been unbelievable. What an incredible ride for me and my family over the last 23 years.
Nézzük meg azt, hogy így, hogy elkezdek beszélni alá, így simán felülírja. Hallatszik, amikor elhallgatok, akkor hallatszik, hogy ott van, amit beszélek, akkor meg nem zavar.
Contrast possible. The difference between this business right here that can be a recurring income vehicle and whatever else you're doing to try to make your money and pay your bills right now. And I'm going to be direct, so I'm not going to apologize for it. I'll just warn you up front. That's kind of what needs to happen so you can get it. I really feel it. It's very important that you get it today. You understand what we're saying. So you can look at that slide on your screen. We enable people to live a life of wellness and vitality, a life of long-term economic security and prosperity and purpose. And most employees that are surveyed about their job satisfaction say there isn't any, and they don't have any purpose in their job. They just do it to pay bills. So we're going to show you something a little bit better today. Actually see how this works. So we've all seen that, right? In the last 5 years, Yeah, 5 years, I would say 2007.
Én azt mondanám, hogy 2007-től mostanáig, az 5 évben láttuk azt a gazdasági csökkenést, leépítést, a különböző piacok nem működnek, a pénzpiac sem működik megfelelően.
Social Security, we know everything, we borrowed everything out of that and given them a piece of paper. I wouldn't plan on a lot of these things that most people think they're going to have for retirement. When you ask people individually, have you saved enough, it's not even close. I mean, people are so woefully behind in terms of their amount of money they need to live on. They're thinking they're going to live on a quarter or a third of what they make now.
Körülbelül sokan a negyedéből, a harmadából kell megéljenek abból, amit most keresnek. És ehhez képest a Nuskin vállalkozás még csak növekszik és növekszik, rekord évét, rekord év követ. És egy rekord negyedévünk lesz most is, ennek az évnek a negyedévében. És a következő negyedév is rekordot jelent. És miért is történik mindez? Ez egy nagyon fontos kérdés, és erről fogunk beszélni, közben az 5 ponton átmegyünk. És ahogy ezeken keresztül megyünk, meg fogom utána kérdezni, hogy a munkahelyekben 1, 2 vagy 3 dolgot ebből, amit itt felsorolnak.
5 hours, people don't even remember what I said. Maybe that's reflective of me as a speaker or something, I don't know. But anyway, just mention these points. We're going to talk about market trends, and I'm going to tell you why that's top on the list. Number 2, products and science. Number 3, who's the company and can you trust them? Can you make them your partner? Number 4 is the compensation. Number 5 is timing. So let's just go ahead and go through all of these right now one by one. First off, talk about market trends. When I look at this, I mean, the context of trends is this. You've got to have enough vision to spot the big trends, the big movements in the economy. And if you do that, an ordinary person can accomplish extraordinary things because a rising tide lifts all ships, doesn't it? Sure it does. And if you can get in a place where everything's going up, you're going to get swept along up with it. And so I was just fortunate enough to find one of these major trends about 23 years ago, and I've been riding that trend ever since, and that trend has done nothing but get bigger and more dynamic. And so we're doing it again today, and I'm going to speak about it in just a second. So the key question here is, what are the trends? And I ask people even, what is a trend, right? A trend to me is nothing more than where money is now flowing in the economy. 6, 7 years ago, money was flowing like crazy in the real estate sector of the economy in America. Not anymore. If you're in real estate, you got 2 choices. You can sit there and waste 10 years of your life and try to wait for real estate to come back. I don't know about you, but I don't got a decade to waste. Or you can decide, I'm an entrepreneur, and I realize that money's always flowing somewhere in the economy, so just need to find out where it's flowing now and get in front of it.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tehát, hogyha így fogsz fordítani, Krisztián, akkor mennyire fogja elnyomni Nathannek a hangerejét, vagyis igazából a Dave hangerejét, teljesen érthető, vagy hogy magyar tér lehet érteni. Így most jól beszélünk, Nathan elmondja, hogy milyen a hangja Krisztiánnak, Dave-nek, Nathannek. Szeretnél elvonatkoztatni tőle, hogy mi a itteni lenti hangszórótól. Jó lesz?
What is that market? Any product or service that helps people live better longer and look better longer. So that's what anti-aging is all about. Why do we have a huge anti-aging marketplace right now? Why is there demand for anti-aging products? It's because of lifespan. Human lifespan has been extended radically in the last 110 years. Think about 1900 in America, 112 years ago, okay? What was life expectancy then? 47 years of age. So in 1900, people didn't worry about anti-aging because largely they died before they got wrinkles, before they started aging. So there wasn't any market, there wasn't any demand. But today, the average life expectancy for men and women in America is almost 80 years of age. That's an incredible extension of human lifespan. It will likely get longer in the future. And as people live longer, what they want is they want to live better and they want to look better. we've done all this research on anti-aging, this marketplace that we're attacking here. Guess what we've learned? People don't necessarily mind getting older. What they really hate is getting ugly. That's what they hate about getting old. So if you had a way to help people look better longer, they might not mind being older so much. And so that's one of the key things that is driving this market, lifespan, okay? It's a massive industry. It's big enough for everybody. Do you have any idea how big $1 trillion is? I mean, it's really, really big number, right? So it's a huge market, and we are positioned better than anyone. We've been chasing the anti-aging market since I joined this company. You know, more than 25 years we've been on it. We've been on it longer than anybody. We're owning that market. Okay, major global megatrend number 2 is the obesity epidemic, okay? What country in the world has the fastest growing rate of obesity? People say the United States. Wrong. It's China.
De én ezt néztem, hogy miért. De akkor sem tudom,
Nagyon nagy szél, és azt közben csapod el. Ja, tudom.
Igen,
befejezni valamit, ezt sokkal segítem a
Ja.
Két tőle a sorszolgószon. Szerintem nekem.
Erről mi csak ezt a
és a modern.
Jó. És ki fog menni
ezzel pillanatban most tudod.
Jó. 1, 2.